Is it emotional cheating to always confide in someone other than your boyfriend? I have a female friend who always confides in me, a guy, for everything. This would be fine, except that she has a boyfriend and I have a girlfriend. Of course I always help cause she's my friend, but I still think it's kind of weird for her to always come to me first when she has someone else that she should probably be going to first. Like if you have a boyfriend you probably shouldn't be texting another guy at 3 AM when you get sad, right? If you have a boyfriend you probably shouldn't be asking another guy to come over because you're lonely, right? When you have a boyfriend you probably should be asking another guy to talk to you because you're having an anxiety attack, right? Just feels kinda wrong to me. I agree with you. That behavior isn't appropriate. Confiding in you to some extent because you are friends is fine. I think you should set some boundaries, like no late night calls / texts, and think about what you feel is right in your gut. Also, being respectful to your girlfriend, be open with her about all of this, and see if there are limitations she feels need to be set. You said she did this before the boyfriend came along. You may be a safe person to her, and she feels insecure about opening up to the BF precisely because it's a lot, and you are safe, because you are friends not lovers. Just a perspective. Which is how I would phrase the convo. Hey friend, don't you think it's time to start trusting your boyfriend with these things? I'm always there for you as a friend, but I think boyfriend should be your number one person for it. Encourage her in that regard. That sounds very possible. He's her first boyfriend of any kind. She was a late bloomer, so to speak it would make sense for her to feel insecure in her relationship. I agree with this. A while back I went through a growing phase where I lost contact with a lot of friends and relied on my fiance, male, a lot, and it was hard on him being the only one I talked to. I don't like worrying him either, so I bottled up a lot of stuff. I've since gained one really close friend, male, who I feel safe to talk to. Based on other things you've said, she sounds like she has found someone who she can trust and who won't let things get messy by adding a relationship. Your friends, and while it's more unusual for such close friendships to be male/female, there are plenty of male/male and female/female friendships that sound just like yours. The fact that she is opening up to someone else, especially in this regard, while having a BF, is the definition of emotional cheating. She is not ready to be in a relationship. It kind of is. It would be naive to think otherwise. She can't trust her boyfriend enough, which is why she goes to you. She needs to not have you as her main caretaker, if that makes sense. She should be able to talk to her BF and make it work otherwise. If it's only for a few things she can tell him, but goes to you for the heavier parts, I don't think that relationship will last. If you weren't there to help her out, you know. I don't think it's really emotional cheating if she's not even interested in you. She just comes to you to vent. Maybe you can just ask her about it. Say that you will always support her and be there to listen and give advice, but that you were wondering if she ever relies on her BF the same way. Just because people usually go to their so first. Yeah, I was trying to find a way to ask, but every way I thought made it sound like I was trying to blow her off, so I didn't say it. Like I was gonna say, don't you have a boyfriend? Why do you always come to me? But that sounds mean as duck. Ask when she's not venting about something, when you guys are just hanging out. Hey, you know I'm always happy to help you out whenever you need me, even if it's just to talk. I was just wondering if there's any reason you would come to me before your boyfriend with your problem. I only ask because people usually go to the so first. Or you can ask what her BF thinks about her problems. Like when she asks for advice. I don't know, that's kinda tough. What does BF name think about it? No, it is. That is how cheating starts. She is messaging him at 3 AM to talk. She is telling him to come to her when she is lonely. That is emotional cheating. Emotional infidelity is exactly what this is. She may be oblivious she's committing it, but this behavior is a perfect example of what it means to be emotionally unfaithful. While it's probably just lack of experience, since you said this is her first actual boyfriend, though on the flip side it could certainly be intentional, it is 100% inappropriate for a person in a committed, monogamous relationship to text a person of the opposite sex at 3 AM that they are lonely. Intentions aside, how would you feel if your significant other was doing this behind your back? Or even in your face for that matter? If monogamously committed, you'd be 15 kinds of pissed off. Trust and believe. As a woman myself, my advice would be to communicate that this isn't normal behavior for people who are involved in healthy, committed, monogamous relationships with other people. Ask her how she might feel if she found out her boyfriend had been doing the same thing with someone else. If she says she wouldn't mind, she's got feelings for you, but doesn't have the guts to leave her boyfriend, or the guts to be upfront with you for that matter. It sounds like she is in a relationship, doesn't realize it, and is putting all of her emotional needs on her friend, whom she trusts. She is stuck in a crap situation, and only way she gets out is if she realizes it and decides to do something. Otherwise, I don't know what OP can even do. That depends. Does her boyfriend actually want to listen to her, or are you fulfilling a need that he chooses not to and wouldn't want to? It sounds to me less like she's cheating emotionally and more like she knows you are used to dealing with her insecurities as a friend, but she doesn't want to burden him by being a hot mess too much. For what it's worth, friend or not, I think that she is burdening you if she's texting you at 3 AM to talk about being sad. That's a friend thing to do, but a very needy one. The best favor you could do her is gently steer her towards a therapist so she can unburden herself to someone besides you and also learn some self-soothing techniques. Unless texting you at 3 AM was something she did only once and very unusual for her, this friend needs to get some boundaries. Have you been doing all that for her though? 3 AM talks and going over? I never go over there that late, but yeah, she's texted many times around that time and I would stay up to talk to her. I think you should talk to her about this and ask if her BF knows, etc. Go with your gut. You wouldn't appreciate your GF doing this. She wouldn't appreciate her BF doing this with another girl. Tell her to stop. Ignore nice girl drama that ensues. Be clear next time she calls at 4 AM that you're not available and hang up. Her problems are out of your control. You are not responsible for her. She is being manipulative with both you and your GF, and also her own BF. She inconveniences all of you because social norms don't apply to her. Yeah. I feel like what she calls confiding is what I call tempting. How long have you been friends with her? She sounds like she's craving attention that the boyfriend doesn't give her, and she's seeking it elsewhere. I'd bet that she'll make some more moves if given enough time. Most likely she'll invite you out for drinks or something along those lines, and that's where she'll make her move. Just keep an eye out for that if you want to keep your girlfriend. About 5 years. We are pretty close, I'd say. And I don't know, we both seem to have this weird unspoken agreement to remain platonic, like we always call each other friend or buddy, but I don't know, maybe she does that to deny feelings or some crap cause she says that, but then still wakes me up in the middle of the night, lol. If you're right, I'd turn her down 100% if it came to it. I used to like her very early on, but she turned me down cause she was already dating her current boyfriend. We had basically just started hanging out at that time, so I didn't really care. We stayed friends and became really good friends. I only like her as a friend now, and I value her friendship a lot. Oh, and I have a girlfriend already, lol. Sketchy. Does your girlfriend know about this? Does her boyfriend know? If you're worried that there is something inappropriate about it, you should trust your gut. If I found out my boyfriend was getting these kinds of messages, I would flip, because it's already clear that this girl is trifling. Don't let her take your relationship down with hers, because she is definitely going to ruin hers eventually. Yeah, my GF knows. I made sure to tell her cause it's dicey. She's okay with it, and trust me. I think her behavior is fine and healthy. Trying to use just your romantic partner as emotional support is toxic as duck. It's admirable that she has created a larger emotional support network. So it is okay to text another guy at 3 AM because she is sad, or asking another guy to come over when she is feeling lonely. I mean, this is literally emotional cheating, and that is fine and healthy to you. Yes to all. And yeah, I don't even understand the concept of emotional cheating. Wow. No wonder this world is doing. Worldwide comments of the day. I had an amazing man. He checked all the boxes of the perfect man, but we wanted different things. He was ready for marriage and start a family. I was not ready despite being with him for over 4 years. I regret not breaking up with him sooner because that's what he always wanted. Kids and marriage is just not something that is on my mind. He's happily married now and has a family. Couldn't be happier for him. I wish nothing but the best for him. 1. Tinder. 2. He was boring. 3. He wanted marriage and children. 4. He was too perfect. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.